I, 26F, missed an important funeral and now I think my 5-year relationship with my partner. Since then things have not gotten better. We've tried to talk it over calmly, but a few days ago he lost it and went on this rant about how terrible his life is and how hurt he is. There is a lot more going on with his family than I knew, including that his father used to beat him badly and his grandmother would protect him. I never knew this about his father, though I knew they had an incredibly strained relationship. I've suggested therapy, but he had said he's not up for it. We talked about a solution and he thinks I need to go back to my home country by myself for a few weeks and be with my family, and to leave him alone for that time so that he can think and mourn alone. He also said that he is thinking about moving out of our flat at the end of the summer, to go live with some friends, but he said that he wants us to stay together. I think at this point that the relationship might be over. I don't know how to show him that I'm sorry I missed the funeral, but there was no other option for me. I love this guy so much, but if this is how our relationship is going to be, I don't think I can do it. I need perspective on this issue, maybe some advice on how to apologize properly. And if not, maybe some advice on how to end a long-term relationship? Edit. A lot of people have been mentioning this. I did ask for an extension from my academic advisor, and he told me that the school does not grant extensions under any circumstances. The way my university handles mitigating circumstances for graduate projects is that they expect you to turn in whatever work you have completed by the deadline, and then they allow you to resubmit the completed project at the next grading cycle. However, this would mean that I would not be allowed to graduate this year, and would have to wait until the next graduation cycle. Also, I should mention that we usually return to my home country for a few weeks in the summer to visit my family. A trip wasn't planned or set for this summer, but we had discussed a possibility of it. That's why it's not a completely unreasonable request that I go home for a while. TLDR, my boyfriend can't forgive me for missing his grandmother's funeral, but it was scheduled only 4 days before I had to hand in my huge research project for my master's degree. He has been distant and treating me coldly and for the past 2 months and now wants me to go back to my home country and leave him to grieve alone for a few weeks. He says he needs some space and is considering moving out of our home, but overall wants us to still be together. Advice? Help? Update. I just wanted to first say thank you very much for all of your advice. It was really helpful. It made me feel like less of a terrible person and made me realize that my boyfriend is still mourning the loss of his grandmother. My so and I had a long discussion the night I posted for advice on Reddit, and we agreed that we wanted to be together but that something needed to change in our relationship. We set some basic ground rules. We both agreed to start seeing separate therapists, him for his grief and troubles with his dad and me for my lack of confidence and stress management. He again asked for space, so he moved out of our bedroom and into the spare bedroom in our flat. I also booked a flight home for a few weeks to visit my own family, and I am set to leave in 4 days. We were making some good progress this week, enjoying time with each other, going to the park, just generally trying to reconnect. After sleeping in the spare bed for 5 days, he decided to move back into our room, and I was very happy about that. Up until 2 days ago, I genuinely thought that we were going to make it through this. Things came to a head last night. I received my grades back from the school.